Happy weekend, everybody. It's officially a week before Christmas. It's next weekend, so Christmas Eve is Sunday. And I haven't really done any Christmas baking, so I was going to say this morning, but it's not morning. It's already Sunday afternoon, and I'm still in my nightgown, but hey, let's not talk about that. Let's make some Christmas cookies, and I'm going to start off by making some sugar cookies. So it's a recipe that I found on the internet years ago. It's actually called Glory's Sugar Cookies, and I've been using them like forever, and they're really good. So let's get making them. Okay, so in my mixing bowl, I have softened butter. It's 3/4 of a cup, and it calls for 1 cup of sugar. I'm going to throw that in, and we're going to cream it. Okay, so my butter and sugar is all creamed. I'm going to add 2 eggs. Let me just turn this back on. 2 eggs to the mixture. And we're also going to add 2 teaspoons of vanilla. And we're just going to let that combine on low speed. Okay, to this mix we're going to add 2.5 cups of flour. So I'm going to start with my 2 cups. Measure out an additional 1/2 cup. Put that in there. Let that combine for a little bit. Okay, so that's what my dough is looking like right now. Let me lift this up. I don't know if you can see it better or worse. There we go. To this, I'm going to add in 1 teaspoon of baking powder and then 3/4 teaspoon salt. So I use salted butter, and I'm still adding salt to the mixture. I don't know if that makes a difference or not, but that's what I buy, and that's what I use. So I'm going to put this back down, and we're just going to get that to combine again. Combine again. Okay, this is what it looks like. I'm just going to scrape it away from the sides of the bowl. I took out the beater, whatever it is. And now I'm going to put it in the fridge, and I'm going to refrigerate this dough. Minimum 1 hour. I don't know how long. It'll be more than an hour because I'm going to go do my housework, and then I'm going to come back and we're going to bake. Okay, so it's been about an hour, or actually over an hour. There's my dough. It's been chilled. It's kind of hard now because it's been chilled. So I'm going to cut it in half and only use half at a time, and the rest I'm going to put back covered into the refrigerator. So I'm just going to take that piece out, and the rest I'm going to cover. Okay, so I have my floured surface. I'll push it over to the side, and I'm going to be using my rolling pin. So I'm going to flour that as well. I'm going to flatten it a little bit with my hands just to get the process started. So what you want to do is you want to roll it out, and you want it to be as even as possible. And you want to be careful because this is butter, so as it warms up, it gets pretty soft. I'm going to fold that. I don't like how it's rolling out. I'm going to try again. There we go. I don't like that it was cracking like that. Let me see what I can do. It's always a little tough in the beginning when you first take it out of the fridge, I find, to work with. If you have any tricks or tips, comments, let me know. Okay, so that's my first rollout. I'm going to leave it like that for now. So I found a nice star shape. I'm going to just dip it in the flour first, and then I'm gonna try and get as many stars as I can out of this one piece of dough. I don't know how many I can get. Let's see. That way I'm not constantly working the dough, and I want to make sure I'm getting it where it's nice and flat and smooth, not the edges where it's been kind of crinkled. Let me see if I can get one more in there. I think so. So we got 5. So now what I like to do is I like to take the excess dough out from around the cookie. I just find it easier to start lifting it up, and I'm going to put it on my cookie sheet that I have lined with parchment paper. That one doesn't seem to want to come up. Nope, they're stuck. Oh dear. I'm going to have to get a spatula to try and lift those up. I'm going to have to, yeah, it's stuck. Okay, I'm going to try this little cake decorator thing to just kind of see if that's going to work. Yeah. So I need to add more flour to my surface, I believe, and we won't get that problem. But hopefully I can salvage these ones in the meantime. Just take that off. Order to go. Okay, so I'm going to reflour my surface for the next batch. Okay, so there we go. If you have a pastry board, I would suggest maybe using your pastry board. I don't have one of those. Maybe my husband will get me one for Christmas. Who knows? So these are just the scraps that I've taken and I've just put back together. The dough has softened up a bit now that it's been worked and sitting out a little bit, so it's much easier now to roll. You can see it's not as crumbly as the first one. I'm gonna roll it out again, trying to keep it even as possible and as much surface as I can get. So this time I'm going to use this round one. It has like a decorative edge, a scallop edge, or you can use the smooth side. So I think I'm going to use the scallop edge. I can probably get 2 or 3. You see those are coming off really nice. Yeah, definitely needed more flour. So I also have these. They're little press things to decorate your cookies. And a few years ago, these were all in the Nutella thing. So let's do Christmas trees. Just gonna press that on there. Oh, I think I need to press a little harder. Okay, let's try this one. This gives it a nice little indented shape. We'll see how it comes out once they're baked. There we go. I wonder if I can, what this will look like if I go over it. Okay, pretty good. I got it pretty much right on. So this is what it looks like. I'm gonna bake them. Okay, that's what I have left out of the original dough. I'm not ready to take out the other dough yet. I wanna use this one as much as possible. If possible, I'm just gonna kind of work it with my hands a little bit, get all those little pieces to kind of stick together. Making sure my surface is floured. Okay, so I can only do one of those, or one of those. I'm gonna go with that. Wishful thinking, right guys? Wishful thinking. Can't get that quite. No. I'm gonna try this reindeer design. I don't know where this came from, but it also has like edging. I guess you can use it. I don't know if that's gonna, let's see if I can make an indent Really have to press it down for that. Oh, it kind of did. And that's what it ended up with. So let's see what that looks like once it's baked. Okay, that's all that's left. Not enough to make a cookie. So I'm taking out the rest of the dough. What a difference between what's chilled and what's been sitting out. This is the rest of my dough. So far I have 3, 6, 9, 10 cookies. So let's see how many this batch will make. Okay, so I rolled it out again. I'm happier with this thickness. I don't know what's going on here, but we're gonna work with it. I'm gonna make my circles. And I'm gonna go with the snowman design this time. So let's move that aside. Okay, let's check out Frosty. Push him on. And that's what he looks like before we throw him in the oven. I'm gonna do the rest of them like that. And put them on my cookie sheet. And my cookie sheet is ready to go in. I have a full cookie sheet. So here's the first batch out of the oven. Look how beautiful they look. And you can see that the shapes did stay true after they were baked. I baked them for 10 minutes in my oven and they were ready. Second batch is in.